What's up, YouTube? This is my third and final video for the day. I need some pillows because, I'm an armchair intellectual. Got to get my armchair ready. But I hope everybody's feeling good today. I'm going to talk about stereotypes. I want to talk about stereotypes. I want to talk about perceptions that we have of people that we don't know, that we don't live around. And I see this attitude quite frequently throughout pro-black and black conscious talks. Okay, I see this a lot. A lot of you all seem to, how can I say it? A lot of you all seem to be fixated on, okay, I'm not going to say that. A lot of you all want to find solutions to problems that we have in our black community. But the way in which you want to go about it seems to be fixated on the livelihoods and of how white people live. I'm in no way one of those people that is like, oh, you can't learn shit from anybody else but yourself and all this bullshit, I'm not necessarily a kumbaya guy either, but there is a lot that we can learn. But I feel like that we kind of let ourselves get absorbed into this whole, we're not doing good unless we're doing as good as these people or those people. And that's fine. Competition is good. Competition is good, but if what you are aiming for is based off of something that is not real, then that's when it's bad. Like, let's say this. You work at a job, right? And, you work at a job with a guy named Ted. He always gets Employee of the Month. Okay, this is how you guys remind me. The Ted always gets Employee of the Month. And, we never see him doing work, but we always assume he is. We always assume he does the best work other. Let's say, I worked in a grocery store. He works in a grocery store. We always assume he's filling the end caps or the advertisement ends of the aisles that has all the products and the prices on it. He's always keeping everything filled up. He's always, filling. He's always, bringing stock out. He helps other departments out. He helps out the seafood, the bakery department, the frozen and dairy department. He's always so helpful. But at the end of the day, we assume that because he is Employee of the Month. Okay? It's much like how people have this little thing where if someone's rich, they must have worked really, really hard for it. Without us really have never seen them work, have never spoken to any of their employees, we just assume they are rich, so they worked hard to get there. Okay? It's a very common American thing that if you're rich, it's because you started off as the lowest stock boy and made your own grocery store. And for the most part, that's not how the story goes. That's probably how, let's say that's probably how the original company started. But then from that point on, no. Okay? We gotta stop saying that. Okay, and then some of you are like, "What the you do? You talking about a grocery store? What the fuck are you talking about?" Okay, let me bring y'all in on it. Okay, there are a lot of black people who pro-black in conscious community black who model themselves after white people, having never lived around white people. So understand, I'm not condemning people for wanting to be like white people or for wanting a community or have nice communities like white people. I'm not condemning that at all. I am talking about people bringing up this ideal of a people that they've never lived around, that they've never experienced how these things are done. They don't really know the process in which this shit is even done, but they know in their hearts of heart that they want to be like these people. That doesn't make sense to me. You don't know what any person does to get to the top, but you know that you want to be like those people. Okay? And it is many other examples. And that's just probably just more on an economic basis is where I hear that a lot from. Oh, you don't see white people doing this. You don't see, and most of the guys saying this don't live around white people. Like, do you understand? It's not a video saying, oh, F white people, forget white people, or it's not even anything coming close to that. It's saying that how can you say something about a people that you don't live around? How can you give accolades to people that you don't even know what their process was to reach this end result? You just know that they're there, and you assume that they achieved it through some magical means at which you constructed in your mind. That's what's just bewildering the shit out of me right now. Okay, other places where you hear this at is in relationships. Plenty of there's been a lot of black females I've seen on certain posts, and it's not all black females, but the black females in which this pertains to, okay, do in fact say you never see a white guy talking badly about white women. You never see a white guy talking badly, or putting his women down. Mind you, she openly admits she doesn't live around white people. So she doesn't know this. To me, it's no different than when people try to talk about how black neighborhoods are, and they think black neighborhoods is just guns and deaths. And I've said many times, I've lived on the south side of Chicago. I know people who've lived in much worse places, but people seem to just draw their own conclusions and say, this is why things are the way they are. This is why those people are bad. This is why those people are good. They see the result of whatever transpired in the middle, but have used their own mind to just kind of fill in the blanks. That's a no-no. You can't do that. Same thing with black women. Stop assuming people, period. No, not even just black women. People, period. Stop assuming that you know everything that transpired before that person, magically appeared in your world. I understand that black relationships and black relations between all of us as a people, has seemed to get worse. There are a lot of us are not well traveled, have never been outside of our cities, but still keep saying that black people hate each other. That's your particular experience. You don't speak for everyone else. And then, obviously, someone who is well traveled, or this is the internet. Let's be honest. Somebody who is well traveled will come in here onto my comments and say, "I've been everywhere around America, and black people are all the same." And yet, I've only been, to 2 states, and I can definitely tell you that is not true at fucking all. Okay. What I'm trying to help people understand is that in this country, a lot of the times, and I feel this, people might consider this to be some hippie shit, but people try to get, pit people against other people, and I told my girlfriend the same thing, that when people talk about murder or they talk about rape, it's not, even when they're talking about black people, it's not about whether murder or rape is wrong. It's about whether it's higher than whites or higher, it's not even about murder is bad, rape is bad. No, it's about whether it's higher than whites or is what whites are doing higher than blacks. That's the conversation. It's not about, wow, these rapes and murders are kind of really fucking high for this day and age. It's not about that at all. No, it's about your murders don't fit the size of your population in America. Not about, whoa, look at all these murders. Nope. It's about whether the number of murders from your group, or how the number of murders from your group correlates with your population size. You contribute to 50% of the murders, and you're 13% of the population in America. You are all murderers, even though that is not true. Even though that's not true, Now, even though half of blacks ain't murderers, even though 75% of all blacks ain't murderers, even though 80 to 90% of all blacks ain't murderers. But that's a whole other video. Okay? So the main goal, the main target of this video was just to talk about stereotypes and how people perceive said stereotypes. I know this probably isn't a typical stereotypes video. Some of you all probably were expecting me to talk about, you know, whether black men were all thugs or whether white people are all this or that or all rapists, racists or something like that. Like, no. It's more about how people perceive those stereotypes and how we use those stupid ass stereotypes that we just admitted were, you know, not true and not really based on fact, how we use those not true and based on fact things to model our own communities after. Like, that doesn't, to me, that doesn't make sense. Like, if you want a better community, do it because you want a better community, not because you need to be like somebody else. You shouldn't be comfortable at a certain number just because, hey, it's below my population in America. It's below, it fits within the percentage. It fits within the percentage of my total population in America. Like, you should want your community to be better, and this is mainly the black people. I can't address everybody because a lot of people, everybody damn near does have that type of mentality, at least when it comes to statistics, and I'm tired of arguing with everybody. But I figure my own community might understand just a little bit better. Do things because you want things to be better, not because the numbers fall in your favor. That is the approach of a dumbass. Okay? Want a better community because you want a better community. Don't do it off the strength of, we want to be like these people, they're those people. Do it because you want a better community for your kids. You want a better community for yourself. Not because if you do better, then one day you'll get rid of gangs and your murders will fit within the percentage of murders that are done by people that look like you will fit within your 13% population number in America. Okay? That's all I have to say. You guys take it easy. If you guys disagree with anything I have to say, I'm open to debate. Bring whatever you got. If you are racist, I'll let you be racist. If you are just an asshole, I'll let you be an asshole. Like, I honestly don't care. Be what you want to be. Act the way you want to act. But bring facts. Like, that's all I care about. If you want to act a complete troll, then do that. But make sure you have facts along with your trolling. I don't care about the ad hominems and shit like that. Like, if what you are saying has fact in it, I can respect that. Okay? You guys take it easy. I'll probably do more videos tomorrow when I think of some more topics. Tell me what you think. Did I ramble too much? Should I start scripting these? This is non-scripted. Like, like I said, I've have so many voice recordings that I've done about certain topics that, I kind of just run off freeform. But let me know, and you guys take it easy. I'm going to start uploading these. Peace.